the past 2 years, sir.
Wow.
For the past 2 years.
Have you tried the shelters? Have you gone to the shelter?
We tried the shelters. They got a whole bunch of kids sleeping on the floors and everything. We went over there like 3 or 4 times.
How bad is the homeless condition out here in New York City?
The homeless condition has gotten way out of hand.
Can you spare some change? Excuse me, can you spare some change? I heard a sigh as she walked by, and I wondered how many tears had been shed by her eyes. Alone by socially imposed isolation. A decrepit attitude and nurtured no desire. The laughter of friends that she once knew that went missing, with not of a gentle lover to be kissing. A lost soul with no control, bleak and fatalistic. No one to care.
I'm a diabetic.
Whether she's here or there, stories told how bad those days gone by. Pictures unfold, brings a tear to my eye. Brother, please help, she's a homeless one. Brother, please help, she's a homeless one. Brother, please help, she's a homeless one. Brother, please, brother, please, brother, please, brother, please help, she's a homeless one. Brother, please. She turned as she walked away, and she looked at me as if she wanted to say, I am you, and you are here with me now, both one family. So how could you walk right past? Do I scare you? As if you didn't care. Is it my clothes, my smell, my hair? Do I scare you because you see me in you? Have you no heart? Have you no shame? Is it my suffering, my pain? Is it a game that's played, not considering my truth? My truth, brother, please help, she's a homeless one. Brother, please help, she's a homeless one. Brother, please help, she's a homeless one. Brother, please, brother, please, brother, please, brother, please help, she's a homeless one. Brother, please. She used to be a teacher around the way, and everyone one day noticed. And suddenly, yes, life had changed the world. It's time to show this. House and car were here but gone. Friends moving on and on and on. Her fate was sealed with lies beyond. In life, who knows she's homeless? But what else is left for me? Who knows my fate along in all its mystery? I know with faith we must survive, and so believe. Well, I'm gonna show this. And take a look at me, I'm homeless. Brother, please help, she's a homeless one. Brother, please help, she's a homeless one. Brother, please, brother, please help, she's a homeless one. Brother, please, brother, please, brother, please, brother, please help, she's a homeless one. Brother, please, she's a homeless one.
Lady, come on, get up. You can't sleep here. Move along.
Yeah.
Female here. Yesterday, I got it in with a viejo there.
Right. You're the only woman out here?
Yeah, with my
And the rest
husband.
are all men?
All men. They respect me, I respect them.
Okay.
They don't disrespect me at all.
Okay.
Except one viejo que parece que, excuse, I don't want to say it.
¿Puedes
O sea,
decirlo?
parece que quería que lo cosquillara.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And like, I'm not like that. I told him, go take your monkey ass back to fucking 42nd. There, you get scratched in.
Thank you so much.
On a single night in January 2013, 610,042 people were experiencing homelessness. We are now in 2015. Are there still casualties of the recession?
Hey yo, peep the idea, I just don't care. Toe up on the floor, got nothing to wear. I roam the streets at night, got nothing to fear. Tryna rest my head on any box that's near. Oh yeah, man, I might crack me a beer. Cause every day is Christmas, Happy New Year.
Greetings, salutations. My name is Saran, president of Red Lion Productions, and I want to welcome you to our mini documentary of being homeless. Sitting with me here today is a very brave man, and not simply because of the situation he's in, which would scare the hell out of me, but more on how he's handling this. And I would like to introduce you now, if I may, to my friend David. David, here. Thank you for spending some time with us and hopefully sharing some of your experiences. I guess first question I'll ask you, David, is this. Can you describe to me, can you make a visual description of what does it feel like to be homeless?
Well, in my experience, and I guess homeless, the first thing to point out there is homeless is by definition, it's without a home, without a residence.
Okay.
But that it falls into many categories. It can be, one extreme would be, sleeping under a bridge, which been there, done that. It's cold, it's wet, windy, have to deal with people walking up and talking to you. The other end of the spectrum is if you've got a good support network, but you're able to what's called doubling up, or you're couch surfing, if you will, and it's you have a roof over your head, but it's still an unstable situation where something as simple as an argument could leave you not having a place to stay that night.
Right.
And I've been on both ends of the spectrum and everywhere in between, and it's, I would say, discouraging. It's hard to be homeless and hopeful at the same time.
I'd imagine.
But sometimes people surprise you, and it's you get a renewed faith in humanity and in God, when what normally would have been a really bad day is turned around by something very, very simple. That when you have a home, a roof over your head, and stability would be inconsequential, or you wouldn't even notice that it happened.
Greetings, and I'm here with Pastor Scott Goschek. Did I pronounce that correctly?
Yeah, that's pretty close.
I didn't kill it.
No.
Okay.
I have trouble pronouncing it, so.
Okay.
Not bad.
So there we go. So I wrote down a few questions, if you don't mind, because I understand that the aid that you extend is extensive. Yes?
Absolutely. In working with the homeless population and working with those with great need, we reach out with numerous areas and numerous facets of our ministry.
Okay. And I should point out that Scott is a pastor with First Pilgrim Lutheran Church. That's correct?
Yes, Pilgrim Lutheran Church here in South Minneapolis, 39th and 39th and 1st Avenue, and 39th and Stevens Avenue, we have a school.
He's representing. Okay, I got a couple of questions for you. So now, tell us about your school.
The school is a community-based institution, so our school is reflective of the populations here that surround us. So our school is made up of about 45% African American, about 5 to 10% African immigrant, 5% Hispanic, 5% Asian American, and then the rest being Northern European, roughly 20 to 25%. We're about 75% poverty and high need in our school, and we have had over the years numerous families that have come to us being homeless. They come from different homeless shelters, bring their children here, and we provide that schooling for them. And we look for sponsors to help, because we are a self-funded institution that way.
Wow. Okay, that's pretty deep. Okay, and in regard to your food shelves, how do you help there?
Yeah, we don't have a large food shelf, but we have a well-stocked food shelf and terrific donors that provide to it. The majority of the food that we have here is going to be non-perishable items, although every Tuesday and every Thursday here at Pilgrim we have a cooperative with Kowalski's, and Kowalski's gives us their day-old bakery. So on every Tuesday and every Thursday we get a lot of different baked items. You can see some of that potentially behind us here on the shelf, today being a Thursday where some of that has arrived. So we'll have different people come in with different needs and provide that for them, and we'll even make deliveries for them too.
Okay. And just one more thing real quick here in this particular segment, if you don't mind. Now, bread.
Yeah, well, again, With the bread that we provide to the families, we'll tell them it's the bread of life, meaning just as we're a church and Jesus talks about the bread of life being himself, but he also talks about making sure that we're providing for those in need, those that we clothe, those that we feed. We're doing the same for him as we do that for them. So again, we reach out with the different bread items, the different pieces, and deliver that out into the community to the people, or bring them right in here to us for that.
That's lovely. We're going to go right now to a little musical interlude. We have some great musicians that donated some beautiful music and some great factoids and images. We'll be right back. You know, this is a segment I want to add onto the piece, and I'm calling this Live Testimonials. And right now, because I have him here with us, I'm going to ask Dr. Pastors, Gottschalk, no, not whoever, a very important man. We're going to ask him to give us a testimonial, you know, about the subject matter at hand.
Yeah, there's just to give a picture of some of the families that we worked with, there was the one family that we served. They had a house, I guess you could call it a house, and we had the child in our school, and the child would cry many days, and we couldn't figure out why. Okay. And this is just a four-year-old little guy. And the teacher was struggling with this child, being disruptive in the classroom, affecting the other children's moods and things of that nature. So what we did is we watched and we looked for patterns, because everyone matters, everyone counts. The last thing we want to do is send anyone away. So what we discovered through watching this pattern is that this child would cry on days where it was raining. So then that led us to ask better questions of this 4-year-old and to ask him, why do you cry when it rains? Because at previous times we would ask him, why are you crying? And he really couldn't understand it, couldn't verbalize it. But then we asked him, why do you cry when it rains? And he said, well, because the hole, and it clicked for him, the hole above my bed in the ceiling leaks in on me and I get all wet. And then he continued on and said, and then the rats come in and crawl all over me. And so what that did in that particular case is it mobilized us to put together a team to go to this place. If again, I would dare say, they may have had a home, but they were homeless.
Okay? I live out here with my wife, Maria Maldonado, due to the fact that my landlord had took our IDs and started working with them, and the city bought up the house because he was stealing light and gas from the other 2 buildings across from us, put 3 families in the street with 9 kids apiece. It's gotten way out of hand. The fact is that between 6 and 12 p.m. tonight, every night, including Saturday don't help the homeless.
Right.
If they don't help the homeless, why are they considered a church? Why is a priest considered a priest?
Right.
Okay? This is my wife Maria Maldonado right here on my left-hand
How
side.
you doing, Maria?
Okay?
Hello, Maria.
How are you?
Come on over, baby.
Come on over.
Maria.
Tired?
Yeah.
Every day moving up and down, huh?
Yeah. They have us moving from this cubicle to that corner of the wall. And they
And that's
stay.
what the police do. The police make you move.
This is the
Church makes you move this.
idea.
Church?
Church asks you to move this?
Now, I'm not allowed. Well, not me. We are not allowed to use the bathroom.
We're not gonna be stopping.
So you're forced to use the bathroom outside?
I told him, do I look like a dog to you?
Wow.
If we step inside the church,
We get
it's
arrested.
trespassing.
Are you serious?
It's trespassing on permanent basis of using the bathroom.
I could go with you. I could go with you right now.
I'm a
And they're gonna
diabetic.
stop me right there.
I'm a diabetic. I'm supposed to be using insulin and stuff.
Right.
I have no way of using my
So
insulin.
you guys have
nothing.
Medicaid and stuff like that? How you
Yeah.
guys have health coverage and everything?
Yeah.
At least you have that, right?
We have that. We have that.
Right there.
And this is all your property right here?
It's all my personal property.
Well, some of them were my friends.
If somebody out there catches this videotape, including the states, if they can do something, why not come out here and
Stop
face
talking
us,
shit.
talk to us, let us
Right.
know what you can do for us, because we're tired of living this way. Us and 20, 25 other guys
So the shelters are no
and
good.
girls that live out here.
So, David, I have a question for you, and I'm sure you have an opinion on this. What about homeless vets?
Well, statistically speaking, at any given point in time, 30% of all of the out of all of the homeless people are veterans. And you see a lot of media about, we need to help our vets and, specifically targeting veterans that are homeless. But there's two sides to that I don't necessarily agree with. One, if you're only going to help veterans that are homeless, you're only helping 30% of the people that are homeless.
Okay.
And if you're specifically helping someone that's homeless, that's a veteran, you should be helping them because they're a human that's homeless, not just because they're a veteran. It's just what's the word I'm looking for? It's a marker that is unnecessary.
It's almost like a form of favoritism.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, there's a giant.